I would like now to give the floor to the next speaker on my list, the distinguished representative of Jordan, His Excellency Essam Al-Ragat. Sir, the floor is yours.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express appreciation to the Swedish OSCE Chairmanship and the OSCE Secretariat for the continued cooperation throughout the year, as well as their excellent organization of this meeting. I would also like to express deep gratitude to the Polish Chairmanship of the OSCE Mediterranean Partners for Cooperation for their commitment to strengthening the dialogue and cooperation between the organization and the Mediterranean partners throughout 2021, and look forward to even closer cooperation next year. This is an excellent opportunity to also recognize North Macedonia as the incoming chair of the OSCE Mediterranean Partners, and feel assured this fruitful cross-dimensional cooperation will be further strengthened under their leadership. Mr. Chair, the 28th Ministerial Council reaffirms our conviction of the value of the OSCE as a major platform for dialogue and cooperation. We share the view that this organization is particularly well positioned to promote a comprehensive and inclusive approach to support the participating states and partners for cooperation in various important areas. Over the past years, the interconnectedness of the two shores of the Mediterranean has become ever more apparent. As a result of this close connection, an approach aimed at maximizing successes in economic development, empowerment, women and youth, protecting the environment, confronting climate change, and bridging the development gap, as well as other fields of joint action, proved worthy and should be continued. Mr. Chair, the precarious situation in our region that has been ongoing throughout the past decade will continue to cost too many human lives and hinder security and development in the future if not addressed adequately. Whilst there have been some success stories, additional effort is demanded of us all to change the environment of conflict and despair, which to this day deprives the Eastern Mediterranean area of stability, security, and comprehensive peace that the region and its people need to and deserve. Mr. Chair, occupation contradicts peace. Achieving a just and lasting peace for peoples is an essential condition for the security and stability of the region. Jordan continues to believe in and advocate for the two-state solution as the only way to achieving that peace. Undermining it is a threat to the security of the entire region. Suffice to say, resolving this conflict will open a wide door for Palestinians, Israelis, and all peoples of the region to live side by side and lay the ground for building a prosperous tomorrow. Excellencies, over the 10 past years, Syria has witnessed enormous devastation. Its people have suffered the woes of war. To end this catastrophe, a political solution that preserves Syria and its unity and restores its security and role in the region must be sought. Until such a solution has been found, refugees must not become the forgotten victims of this tragedy. We are witnessing an alarming decline in international support for refugees. The burden on host countries has been growing exponentially, especially for a country like Jordan, which hosts 1.3 million Syrians. This is an acceptable trend with serious consequences and repercussions, particularly since COVID-19 cases are again at peak levels, necessitating lockdowns and other strict measures in an attempt to curb the spread of the pandemic, which will undoubtedly negatively impact economies and development programs. Mr. Chair, the organization promotes the value of dialogue and contributes to creating hope through implementing projects and programs. Jordan has always believed in the importance of improving cooperation between participating states and the Mediterranean partners. Allow me to briefly touch upon some successful partnerships this past year. First, I would like to thank the OSCE for their continued efforts of providing youth with opportunities by offering multiple programs and courses such as the Young Policy Advisors course. Second, Jordan welcomed the session on illicit trafficking in cultural property, which is a growing concern, and stands ready to cooperate with all partners to fight transnational organized crime, for example, in this field of asset recovery. Jordan reaffirms its stance against terrorism in all its forms and manifestations, reiterating our full commitment to OSCE initiatives to prevent and counter it. Finally, a permanent council session was held dedicated to the Mediterranean partners entitled Cooperation for Sustainable Development in the OSCE Mediterranean region in Times of a Changing Climate. This topic is increasingly being included as an inherent element of national and international security agendas as being one of the greatest challenges facing the world today. Mr. Chair, in closing, we thank the OSCE for the commitment on these topics, and wish to reiterate that we remain committed to our common goals. On our part, Jordan will continue to play a constant and vital role in the region so that a just peace, security, and stability can one day become a reality. For this to come to fruition, we must continue to unite our efforts and calibrate our cooperation and coordination to build a future where stability replaces conflict and hope replaces despair. Thank you.